I always make a crazy face. What's up? You're in the back room with Becky. It's a marvelous Monday, and as you can see, it's after dark, but we have a show on Wednesday. It was the long, hard weekend. Oh my God, the Atlanta Housewives. Don't you know that's what I'm here to talk about? Okay, the Atlanta Housewives Sunday night. I think that just adding Marlo to the mix and Nene being so happy about it. I smell a setup coming somewhere. I'm just saying. Now, I thought that, the last week when Candy's mom wanted everybody to make up and kiss and hug, shake hands, and play nice. And it was so robotic. And then it felt like a setup, too. And so, they exchange words. But then the little side chats that the ladies do one-on-one, and that's basically where they're saying what they really thinking. And Kim, with her stupid self, says, yeah, I see Nene, but I don't even see her when she's here. You're worried about that. It bothers you. You may never say it because to you right now, you got the new baby, you got KROY. KROY supposed to be gone on that. You're going to miss your girlfriends, the real ones, but you might not ever get that relationship back. That is so sad. Okay, well, but, the premise has been said to believe, what if they just playing like they mad at each other? They may be at each other's house having tea and crumpet right now. How do we know? The reality shows, well, that's kind of like an oxymoron. Because things change when you get in front of the camera. Right. Okay, so Phaedra, I like Phaedra. So now I'm getting ready to give you my miserable mentions, but I have to say this. Phaedra kind of earned my respect. And at the same time, she's just goofy enough for me to be like, what the hell? What was that? She's got a lot of character. I thought it was really telling when Apollo was he's so very into his family. And I think his little experience being locked away might have been the best thing that ever happened to him. Many times, it's just circumstances and situations, and we're 6 degrees of separation, and there but by the grace go you. So up pops Marlo with the seven mug shots. You have to go to TMC. She wasn't looking tore up on all of them. So I said, well, if she's a fighting heifer, then she know how to keep her clothes together. That it stems from one thing. Everybody was like, what the hell did Marlo do? And she's got 7 arrests. See, your rap sheet longer than my arm. We can't play together. We can't play together. But Nene, she kind of got the right idea because she does need a buffer between her and the other ladies. And it was very telling when they were doing the shopping. And that's what I said about Kevin Hart said that. Said celebrities will get you in trouble. You go out trying to act like them, and it just you. Marlo has now y'all can get an attitude, say whatever you want to say, but I'm always gonna keep it real. She's a high class hooker, is what she is, and she accumulated a lot of stuff. So I ain't hating. I ain't hating. BJ, the lady pimp, might want to talk to you now. Marlo, the hoe. Now, I think when you get to that place, I told you about the definition of socialite. And just because you being social does not make you a socialite. Okay, that's the first thing. They want to avoid scandal at all costs. And if you are in a scandal, it better be just about somebody you sleeping with, not somebody you cut, you beat up in the club, or you wrote a hot check. What Nene said, I'm rich, bitch. Well, she's still on a budget because when they were in there shopping, and she said to her, oh, how much is that? And you said, what? That the whole ticket for the shopping, $10,000. Nene was like, what cost that much? Because she just picked up a couple of things. This necklace that girlfriend told her, and you better wear it every time we did it. And I'm like, okay, she trying to read your pockets. And she gonna see if you can keep up with it. Don't be stupid. Just like I tell my big girls, don't be compete with nobody but yourself. That's who you compete with. So anyway, that's gonna get interesting. And then he told him to take that off, just like when you at the grocery store. You better take that off my card. Put my money back. You trying to go out the country and you shopping with Marlo the hoe, and she probably still, she getting all that little young boy's money. What you think? She wouldn't be fooling with him if she couldn't get some money. And that, if it's gonna make him relevant, he'll probably marry her just so they can say the Housewives of Atlanta introduces Marlo, the reformed hoe. Anyway, enough about Marlo. I want to talk about Kim. She was very emotional. And see, the danger for Kim is that, I'm glad that she's not, the broom riding bitch that she was when she first came on the show. But a little bit of the fun is gone out of her. Just like when Nene was going through her thing with Greg. Now, I always tell people, I said, just keep watching. What goes around, yeah, Beyonce said it too, comes back around. Now, Kim is getting ready to be very isolated. Because you're not, those bitches this, those bitches that. And you and Sherree swapping gossip because y'all both got a lot of haterade in your blood. So, now KROY is going to be gone. Your oldest daughter, really, she fits to carry you through some changes, baby. Because turnabout is fair play. She's in puberty, and you still popping out little bambinos, and she ain't happy about it. You're not giving her enough attention. You don't watch out. You know what I said. So they had their little date night. I thought that was a bit extreme. What, you got to prove to us that you are, in fact, screwing this man? That's all right. But why you got to call Sweetie a bitch? She was doing the bitch. I would have been like, not one candle for your ass. I would not have placed one rose petal nowhere. I would say, bitch, go to the Beverly Wilshire or some damn where at a hotel and have them do it. I'm off the clock. That girl worked round the clock. Now, I know, like they said, slaves don't get paid. But when you don't ever seem to have no time for anything else, well, that old cliche about get a life and all work and no play. Okay, I hope she's giving you a fat 6-digit check for that crap. And KROY, bless his heart, I had my questions about you guys taking the baby to the shooting range. Just smacks of redneck 101 to me. So, big ups to you. I ain't mad at you. Maybe the bitch will learn some survival skills. Because as big as Kim's mouth is, she would want to know how to handle a gun. Because she's going to be on her own in a minute. Sherree, you so fake. They can't even fix it. I don't think they can save your role this year. Because you better be somewhere trying to get a real-ass job. Because that boy's not giving you not another penny, and I don't blame him. You have been living high on the hog, above your means, and being snooty. Oh, now, who gonna check you, boo? The judge. She said, he may only end up giving me $300. That's $300 more than what you had while you jumping in these expensive cars, and you better sell some of them pocketbooks. That's what you do if you're really a single mother and you know things is getting tight. Now, if he got the money to give you and he's not giving it to you, what did you do? That's so evil and wicked that would make you want to deprive his children. I don't believe that's the scenario. I believe that you thought he was going to be, that's what you was going to come up on and get your status on and really pump it up with the Atlanta Housewives. But guess what? It didn't go that way. It's not going that way. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Then we got to talk about who else? Khandi coded nice. I think you candy coating a whole lot of shit. A lot of pain. It comes up on it. I know when your thighs start getting thick like that you ain't spreading them for nobody too much because you was not thick when you started off. That's number one. I can believe that loss of AJ is so traumatic and damaging, yeah, but you're so obsessed with this sex thing, it makes me think that there's a part of you. Go on and get on the stripper pole, girl. Get it out your system. You can come and dance with the big goody girls. I really was kind of disappointed with the way that Khandi, has conducted. She's not telling her mother about this business, but you tell her about everything else, and you found out that she just something she don't like, she just tolerated. Because you really must have no friends. Because, I see Nene go get her other friends, and I see Sherree go get her other friends, and a couple of the other ones, they have other friends. I never see Sherree with other friends. I never see Khandi with other friends if they're not a part of that staff or that show. You know, that's sad. So those my miserable mention, I have to say, you know, Khandi probably don't intend to be inappropriate, but it's kind of her MO now. You know, and then my miserable mention, I'm sorry, Nene. I'm sorry. Never say you a rich bitch and then go up in the store. You should have did that off camera. If you was going to return that item, I would have came back when the cameras was off and returned it. Because you lost some diva points. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You in the back row with Becky, and we're going to try to roll this over, and I only got a few minutes to do it. Beverly Hills Housewives. Too good. Here's the thing. The show was ending, the taping. And they're like 6 months on, 6 months off. They're taping, editing, putting the show together. A lot of times, these people don't even see the finished product. I can't wait to the reunion show because some stuff was said and some people is going to be like, but see, I didn't mean, they showed a little recap. But tonight was beautiful, storybook. You know I love Lisa. I'm a big fan of Lisa. Her daughter's wedding. That I thought with everything that has gone on this year, with all that drama, okay, whoever decided to really push the wedding as the centerpiece of the show tonight, that was an excellent idea because I was sitting the whole time that I've been watching the Beverly Hills Housewives this season. I just kept thinking that man is dead. There is a woman whose father of her child is dead under more than natural circumstances. And that could not have been easy. So, you know, the little breakdowns and flip outs and stuff like that, you know, I just think that's part of it. We got another one, seems like she's headed that way. Kim, I worry about Kim. There is some trauma or something that has occurred in her life to such a degree, even if it's just not being able to detach yourself from your children and to where they put you a dependent personality. A lot of stars are extremely shy, extremely socially inadequate. I won't say retarded because that's what we usually say, but that's not a politically correct word. So when we look at Kim, remember she grew up in front of a camera. And so then her life changed and her lifestyle changed. She became a caregiver to her mother. And then I think she took care of everybody in her family. Then the table flipped a little bit. You know, because we all, if you've ever had money, raise your hand. You ever lost money, raise your hand. Okay. So now she's in a different situation. And I think the problem is the dynamics between her and her sister. And because she's the oldest and she was the breadwinner. Now you want to try to tell me what to do. And I'm going to do everything that's going to be messing me up. So she's probably doing some, you know, a little bit of something. I told y'all last time, I know she's doing something. I don't care what y'all say. Those cars are usually designated when they have a driver that's assigned to anyone in the cast. Yeah, I got to ride in a limo or two myself. So you know that that's going to be the same one that she got in the night before. So she found paraphernalia in the car. Oops, wonder who put that there. I know the directors and producers was like, we will pay for her to go to rehab. Well, you know, at the end of the show, they flipped it around. They showed, yeah, she's going to rehab. So that was, you know, a positive, I guess. If she stays there, she was in rehab last year at the end of the show. And it didn't work. I hope that Taylor, you know, Taylor is the young lady who was married to Russell who committed suicide. I hope that Taylor will really get herself some help and not just your TV psychiatrist. I'm not saying that he wasn't a legitimate doctor by any means. Bethany Franks has her psychiatrist tape her shows. You know, I'm like, I don't think so. Because, you know, if you really are damaged and have some things that went on in your life, how transparent do you want to be when people are ready to pick your bones like vultures out here? I'm just saying. So, I do hope that Taylor gets up because she keeps having these outbursts. They ain't focusing on Kim. Brandy, shut your mouth sometime. She's so woefully inappropriate. It's just like that girl's mouth, so she don't have no filter. That's fun and everything, but it might get you an ass whoop before everything is said and done. So I just hope that Brandon will calm it down. Did you notice there was not that much scene of Dana this season? She came on like a comet. Whoosh! But I think all that time, $25,000. They were like, ooh, she knew very whoosh. We don't want her up in here making them look like they ain't used to nothing. Okay, now we got to wind it up. I would have to say Ken and Lisa, beautiful. They did a beautiful job with their daughter. Why you name that girl Pandora, though? Because I don't know, boyfriend. You might be able... Y'all saw how Lisa was moving it in that strip joint. Well, Pandora might... She look a little bit like her mama. She might have some things going on. But once the box is open, well, it just is. I thought it was a beautiful show, except for the fact that I thought it was very, very synergetic that you were talking about Taylor's being beaten and intimidated by her now deceased husband, and then you're showing Kim in the bathroom, and this dude is like a bloodhound. I mean, wherever she is, that's not love, ladies. I hope you don't get confused on that. If he got to be with you every minute, you can't even be in the bathroom without him standing outside the door. Yeah, when I was young, I thought that was cute too. That's thirsty, that's needy, and that's controlling. He's insecure. And an insecure man with a woman with some status, that's a dangerous combination. Okay? Yeah. You know, you just think back about it. It's just one of those things. You don't want to see nothing bad happen. But I think if they don't get her away from here, something bad will. She told him to go away this time. I'm glad she got some stones. All right, you've been in the back row, Becky. It's a marvelous Monday. My miserable mentions were Kandi Burruss and Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes don't go in the store shopping if you can't afford stuff. Don't let nobody fool you. Peace, love, always for the people.